So my name is Sabina and I'm the President of the European Commission and also the head of the European Delegation. And so far it's been an amazing experience. We've talked to people from all around the world, people from Asia, from Africa, North America here, talking about pressing issues that are important for young people, mainly such as youth unemployment. And recommendations, like 5 recommendations of per panel, and like 10 recommendations of I have a long year experience when it comes to MON conferences, and I can see the difference between this Y8 summit and MON conferences, which I'm really pleased to see.
That really rings with us all is that we want to have a certain amount of impact with the coming together of all these young minds here, is to not only just discuss and network amongst ourselves, but to really create a type of policy implementation that will be worth looking at for anyone who does find it on their path.
M-Pesa is essentially a system whereby anyone can make transactions, monetary transactions, with their phone number. So they just send an SMS to someone else and say, I send $5 in payments to you.
Hi, my name is Guillaume. I'm part of the delegation of the European Union at the Y8 Summit, and I'm fulfilling the role of Sherpa. Being a Sherpa is a very versatile function in terms of you have to go in all the different panels and check what's going on. What is your delegation stance on different topics, and how is it being in conflict with other delegations, and you have to report it to your heads of state. I think it's really interesting because you get a sense of what's going on in the whole summit in all different panels.
We came up with a really nice compromise and sat at this table, so you should have told us that
actually, on behalf of young people, what the influence on them would be of these decisions, which is why we're trying to formulate a consensus around these themes together with all these young people from all around the world in order to achieve something, to influence the debate on this, to push forward the debate in function of our generation, the young people, the leaders of the future.
All 5 of them, because we merged 2 together, right? So we actually...
The European Union is relatively new to the Y8 Summit, so we just had to create YouTube channels, Twitter channels, get known by Google and everything, all these search engines, so that you guys can find us on all our channels.
Actually, a hard relief is not mine. You, Alex, lifted up my point. We shouldn't focus on the technical aspects. Just go on and say that electricity, energy is an important issue, and we focus on that, and that's done. Draw a line and give me 5. Good work, by the way. Draw a line onto that. That's some good stuff. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Come back.
Yes. We are just outside the negotiation room of the foreign policy where we discuss Syria, and I have to say it's an intense and very firing debate of the topic. Within the refugees camp, we are talking about education and reconciliation, and also improving the mentally well-being of children, and kind of create a sense of normality within the refugee camps, what I is really working for. And as my engagement to work with kids, I think it's a very important issue, and I'm really pressing it for the behalf of the European delegation.
Today was the last day of negotiations, and we mostly discussed mitigation and adaptation to climate change. One of the issues that we agreed on was the mandatory reporting of chemicals in production. Another issue that was very close to my heart was providing more incentives to businesses who take climate change into account in their business activities, so that we may promote green growth and green jobs in the future.
Yeah, it was really crazy because back then it was already almost midnight, and you had like all the Sherpas and all the head of states still debating about the final communique in this like Athens-style democracy surrounding, and you could just really see how involved everybody was. And of course I was there trying to capture it, but yeah, being there with all these people in this situation is of course amazing.
Even got 2 from the European Union.
This week we'll all have very interesting things to recommend to all of you, and to perhaps consider how Europe especially can get more involved in this global future.
Exactly, because we're not doing it for ourselves, but we're doing it for you.